So according to my YouTube analytics, my demographics is 100% male, except for my mom. Shout out to my mom. We gotta bring in the ladies, and I know just how to do it. Girls, I know you've been looking for a long time, for a champ that can treat you right. You're not picky, but you are selective. You're looking for a man who takes care of himself. One with a medical degree. One who can carry you. Well, look no longer. I have found the champ for you. He just came on the scene in the PvE, and despite it being a toxic wasteland that's not fit for any inhabitants, I'm gonna make the trip to teach you everything you need to know, so you can be ready to meet the love of your life when he hits the main servers. To be prepared for this journey, though, there's something I need from you, girl. I need that subscription to keep me warm in this cold, harsh wasteland. Now, let's talk about the man of your dreams, Dr. Mundo. Mundo. Mundo's got some new lore. Now, I know what you're thinking. League has lore? Apparently so.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
Mundo was once an enforcer for a crime boss who shipped him off to an asylum where they did Deadpool-style experiments on him. Now Mundo is in the delusion that he is a doctor, very similar to the delusion I'm in about becoming a full-time YouTuber. Mundo now roams the countryside, practicing medicine and looking for people to help. He's quite noble in that way. Mundo's passive is tax evasion.
Mundo is hide-and-seek champion. Play every day with IRS.
Mundo is immune to CC for the first hit. He then drops his monies on the ground and loses some health. You can pick that back up to regain health. But if the enemy steps on the money first, they'll pocket it. It is very important that you get the money back. The money can be the difference between you getting a new Rolex or not. And the health can be the difference between life and death.
Great meeting, everyone.
Mundo's Q is Infected Cleaver. It's the exact same ability as before. You throw out your cleaver to damage the enemy and slow them. It has a 4-second cooldown like last time, so you just want to spam this to hit the enemy as many times as possible.
Why are you running?
Mundo's W is Ride the Lightning. He electrifies his heart, and 2100 volts come shooting out of him in all directions, hitting everyone around him. How many hertz is that? Well, I'll tell you, it hurts a lot. However, being a walking electric chair with no wet sponge that's shooting out enough power to light out Times Square, it's gonna hurt. Mundo takes damage to himself, which is stored as gray health. This ability has a short duration, and when it ends, you explode. If there's an enemy champ in that explosion, you get your health back. You can recast your W at any time to end it. It may be worth ending the duration early to get your health back. ADCs tend to take Berserker Greaves and not Rubber Rain Boots. This makes it so you can just fry them by standing close to them. Mundo's E is, that's my purse! There's a passive and an active. The active is he smacks the enemy with his magic mother bag, dealing physical damage based on missing health. If he kills the enemy, they fly back, dealing damage to all. The passive is he does more damage with more missing health. This makes it so you really want to stick it out in fights, even if they look like they're going south. Right here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'd like to thank you for coming to our press conference. We are here to quash these false allegations. They are slanderous, they are libel, and they are untrue. Dr. Mundo has never taken performance-enhancing drugs. He did not write himself prescriptions or self-inject human growth hormones, anabolic steroids, or EPOs. Now we'll open it up for questions.
What about the allegations? Excuse me, I have 3 sources that have claimed that they were told by Mundo himself that he was taking gear.
Okay, that one is true. Dr. Mundo has been eating cogs in hopes of improving his physical and sexual prowess. Next question.
Right here.
What is Mundo's ultimate? Mundo's ultimate is he heals himself for a % of his max health, and then he gains movement speed, healing, and damage buffs. And before you all ask, Sharon. These buffs are not as a result of PED, but through the results of diet, exercise, and Mundo's relationship with the Lord.
Right here.
You. When does Mundo want to use his ultimate? Mundo typically ults as a gap closer or to survive ultimates. He also can use this to tower dive or just take general abuse from the enemy.
Right here.
And that's all the time we have for today.
What about the
I want to
alligator?
thank you all for attending, and we'll see you all at the next big game. Mundo can be played in top or jungle. With Jungle Mundo, you want to start red side, and then clear as much as you can before Scuttle comes up. Be sure to get that crab, and then continue on with your clear. Despite all of his muscle mass, Mundo is very flexible. So don't feel as if you need to finish your clear before you can go gank. If mid's looking open, go for it. Mundo is a businessman. And I can speak his language, since that's what I got my useless degree in.
Hush, quiet. Good news, Mundo have entry-level job for you. Just need 2 years experience.
Mundo's focus while jungling is protecting his assets while also poaching enemy junglers' camps. Doing this will result in a higher profit than the competitor, which will eventually make it so you can monopolize jungle. When you see the enemy jungler bothering one of your associates, take this as an opportunity to move into his territory. Remember the key tenets of social Darwinism. The strong will live while the weak will starve. So take as many of his camps as possible. Now, let's discuss synergy. Take a moment real quick to think about what synergy means to you. Now take the definition you have and throw it out of your mind, because you need to know what the company thinks about synergy. Sometimes, employees need help to tackle their current project. Now, some projects are just far from profitable. When it comes to situations like that, it's best to leave them alone to avoid wasting more resources and potentially making their situation worse. When I find a potentially profitable lane, I gank them. I start by sending out a Google invite for a gank. They will respond with either a yes or no. Sometimes, employees will get mad when you don't gank them despite never asking. They are failing to adhere to the key tenets of communication, in that closed mouths don't get fed, and also that the jungler cannot read your mind. Enter in the lane from behind, preferably closing in the competition. Spam them with your Q to slow them, then start your W to shock them with your amazing business pitch. You're sure to knock them dead. If you need to get to them closer, consider ulting. You may notice that new Mundo feels and plays very similar to the old champion. This is because Riot did a very good job on this one. Yes-anding the already great design, so good job, Riot. You may also notice that this video is very similar to my last Mundo video, and to that I say mind your own business. Now that's all we have for the guide, but Mundo has a great investment opportunity for you. How would you like to be on the ground floor for an up-and-coming YouTube startup? We have seen considerable growth in the last month, but it's not too late to join this growing community. Subscribe today. But if you're one looking for the exceptionally rare, you may consider following me on Twitch.tv, joining our Discord, or supporting me on Patreon. That's all for today, but thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all next time.